A group of well-known dads and researchers have joined forces calling for 12 weeks of government-funded paid paternity leave for fathers. Former South Australian Premier Jay Weatherill is a dad of two. He heads up the campaign for the Minderoo Foundation and joins me now live. Jay, thank you so much for joining us. Look, clearly time has changed. Dads do want to spend more time at home, but there's no support from the government. What are you calling for?
Well, a lot of things. Obviously, first saying that out loud, that we want more dads involved in the lives of their children from the earliest age. We want employers to provide that flexibility, but we also want government to step up to the mark and provide an additional 12 weeks paid paternity leave. We know that for many men, they feel that the financial penalty of spending that time with their young children is just too much to bear, so they just don't do it. And there's also a bit of hesitation about what will the employer think of them if they're making those sorts of decisions. You know, are they preferencing their career or their fathering responsibilities? And so we really want to have a national debate about that. There are a bunch of men that do want to spend more time with their children. A lot of them are making that choice already. There's some great employers out there that are doing the right thing already, even without being compelled to. But that's really what the campaign's about.
I think what's good about this is that you're saying to the government, look, if you're fair dinkum, if you do want to make better paid parental leave premises for parents, then you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, the Australian model is that we have parental leave at the moment, but it's 26 weeks. It's largely, the way it's structured means that it's taken up by women. It is based on the minimum wage, but some employers do top it up. So that's the model we use here in this country. It's moving towards 26 weeks, but we're saying an additional 12 weeks on top. What we know is that when dads get involved in those early weeks, and they actually really deeply get involved, not just for a couple of weeks, but are very much part of the life of the child for an extended period, we know that completely changes the relationship, which is great for everyone. It's great for the fathers, it's great for the kids, and really good for the other parent that would otherwise have to bear the lion's share of the responsibilities. But it also carries forward. Those bonds carry forward. The reordering of how the unpaid work around the home is shared is reordered. And that's really good for everyone. It's good. It's also good for the economy. We should have men and women participating in our economy based on their skills and capabilities, not on some outdated notions about whose job it is to look after the kids.
Oh, look, absolutely. I mean, times have changed, as we said, and you've got a couple of famous faces backing this, as Hamish Blake, I know, Red Wiggle, Simon Price. But look, you're also making the case for more affordable and accessible childhood education. It's been an ongoing point of discussion. Parents are really crying out for real change in this space. What's the solution here?
The solution is a universal, high-quality guarantee for every family where you can get your childcare at $10 a day. It's as simple as that. And the government needs to really follow through on what the Prime Minister announced when he was elected, which is to have a universal system. He sent it off to an inquiry. They've made a really good start on that. Their work is not to be completed until the middle of the year, but this is urgent. We want the government to at least put a down payment on this as soon as possible. But this is a game changer for the nation. Not only will it be great for kids because they get access to that high quality early learning, but it will free up so much capacity in our workforce, and we know that people are crying out for people to actually participate in the workforce. But the really big contemporary political issue, which is a massive issue, which is the cost of living pressures on young families. And there aren't many ways of dealing with that which are non-inflationary. If you just hand out some cash, that will tend to be spent and drive up prices and put upward pressure on interest rates. So, you know, this is really a public policy that ticks a number of boxes. Good for the economy, good for kids, great for taking pressure off young families, great for women and families that want to participate in the workforce.
I mean, look, there's a lot of parents out there who would love universal childcare. Be interesting to see if that ever eventuates here. But look, you know, you're right. The cost of living crisis is biting and people are looking for immediate solutions. Before we let you go, how do we try and get more men working in childcare?
Yeah, that's a big challenge, and I know there are natural concerns. I mean, unfortunately, we do hear, you know, the awful stories about, you know, some men are against whom allegations are made, and that will also be a deterrent for those good men who do want to get involved in this sector. It's only about 3% of men work as early educators at the moment. There's something wrong with that. It is a profession that men and women should aspire to equally. It'd be great to have role models for the kids to demonstrate that men and women can be involved in the education and caring roles. Wages is going to be a big part of it. We found that when nursing wages were professionalised back some time ago, we did see an influx of men into that profession. So if you lift the quality and standard of the profession, you will attract more men into it. But also, I think an education campaign where we do actually talk to men about the fact that it's okay to be in this profession. There are not female industries and male industries. There are places that both men and women should be able to participate.
Look, it's a very, very interesting debate and one that we need to have in this country. Jay Weatherill, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.